Good evening, my gentle people. I am here this evening, excited. I have with me no other than my partner in crime and my partner in most things that I do. Um, we are here tonight to I want to probably call it like the launch of the online launch of our Jamaica Youth Assistant Program. We're doing this live this evening because we are ready to let the public know what we are about. Uh, Valerie Richards and myself and Owen Speed and a few others had partnered up and decided that we were going to make the back to school program bigger than it was last year. Last year we was able to give back 450 backpack to and school supplies to the most affected areas in Jamaica, um, by Hurricane Beryl. And from that, we decided that we will continue the program. So to discuss it moving forward tonight is me, Valerie Richards, and a great man, a man that is very much passionate about education, a man that is passionate about school. He actually was fortunate to serve as the JTA president, a good friend of mine. I remember when I met this man, Owen Speed. Wagwan. Nah, you're mute, you're mute.
Yeah, I'm saying blessing and honor, glory and power. I am
Yes,
here.
yes, man,
Under
yes.
the weather though, under the weather. But
Oh, oh yeah?
yeah,
Yeah, bad flag ground in the brother.
yeah.
A
I
bad
hope
flag
it's
ground.
not it. I hope it's not it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just here tonight to talk a little bit about what we intend to do. I know it's like a freelance conversation, nothing script or anything like that, because we are real about what we're doing. So we decided we were not gonna script nothing. We are just gonna come raw and real about it.
Did, did
So
you did you
go ahead.
share it like did you tag me or something with it?
The truth is, I don't know how to do that. If you go on
Oh,
Facebook, if you wanna come on, Lady V, if whoever want to come off and go back and share it on their Facebook page, please
hold on, hold on,
do
hold
it.
on, hold on.
Do it because it is on
God,
Facebook. If you're
yes, let
lucky,
me
you're
see.
supposed to
Hold
see me
on,
on Facebook.
hold on. Let me see if I can do it like this. No,
Yeah. If you're
stream.
lucky, you're supposed to see me. See it
Yeah.
go on and then share it.
I can't do it, so I can't do it, so I probably
If you
I
want to come
won't.
off and search for it
Yeah, I will have to do that, and
yeah,
then
come
get
off
it.
and search for it and if anything, you call me. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight to talk a little bit about the launch of Jamaica Youth Assistant Program. Our ambition this year, and I'm going to give you a chance to talk later for you in a few, but our ambition this year is to give back at least 100 backpack per parish. So the backpack drive this year is for 1,400 backpack. We also have an upcoming launch that we will be talking about, the official launch, because we are now an organization, an established organization that we put together to execute this mission. It's a very ambitious and expensive venture, but I think it can happen with partnership if you partner with us to execute it. Lady V, I hope you get a chance to share it, and anybody else who's a part of the group, I'm asking you guys to share it. Pearls and everybody, please share. So I'm awaiting Owen Street to come back before I show you exactly what we are about. But Lady V, you have been giving back. I call you Lady V. Most people would have known you as Valerie Richards, but
Mhm.
me just spice it up a little bit. I hope you don't mind. Lady V, you have been involved in the Give Back program, and that makes us so privileged to have you uh, to partner with us. I have seen your work, and I know your worth where that is concerned. You have been doing this for quite some time. I'm just going to give you an opportunity to tell us your how did you get to this point of giving back to Jamaica? When this all started? I know it's random.
This will be very brief because of time. But
Uh-huh.
I'm still a member of Chicago Concerned Jamaicans, even though we don't have that large meetings like we used to have. We're still taking care of students in Jamaica, and we've been doing this for over 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have been giving back before then, whenever organizations would come around asking for donations or for any type of help with fundraising, I was always willing and help. So it's been a part of me for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen many successes, especially with CCJ, Chicago Concerned Jamaicans. We have helped students through high school and sixth form and even at UE. And so we have graduated doctors and civil servants, law, police officers, people in the entertainment industry, people in the tourist industry, teachers. So we have had a lot of success with the students because we look for the most needy, the brightest, but the poorest was our
Right.
motto when we were doing it on a larger scale. So now instead of 50, 60 students, we're doing 10, but we're
Mm-hmm.
still assisting students in Jamaica in that group.
I know some time ago I heard you on a program. I don't necessarily think it was this. And you may have spoke about it on this program before. One of the I find it to be a very amazing story where you talk about a student in the program that had taught his or her mom. I don't remember if it was a male or female. I know the recipient of that teaching was a mom. Could you just tell us real brief about that?
Yes, we had we have a student who was about to take her CXC, and her mom decided that she wants to further herself educationally. So the student would get her lessons from school and then go home and teach the mom. And so when they took the exam, they both passed and they both got ones. So and that young lady now at Michael Teachers College. So and mom is now doing, that was English she did last year. She's now doing the math, so she's gonna take the maths in the spring or
Oh
so.
my God! Oh my God! So that means you guys you don't just give to the kids, you're giving back to adults as well
There
by
you go.
extension.
There you go.
On speed, you're
Hi.
able to see it.
Just give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I-
it's loading. So I should be good. I'm good.
okay.
So I'm gonna share it with my page. There's a section here that says more, and you click on that, and you see come up that you can share and whatever, and then I
Okay.
can share with
So let me just go ahead and display. You have something to say, Lady V?
Yeah, I just wanted to say because of my other commitment, I just wanted to briefly, I know you both will talk more about the backpack drive, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to briefly talk about the launch before I
Mm-hmm.
go and before we run out of time.
Yes.
So,
Yes. So I know you're gonna strap for time. You're strapped for time, but let me just drop this real quick.
okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially launching this program. This is the logo that we have for our program, Jamaican Youth Assistance Program, JYAP. This is a program that we had formed with members on the Scream and some others. We want to ambitiously give back at least 1,400 backpack to Jamaica, at least 100 per parish, and we think this year we even gonna exceed that 1,400. So we're going to make sure we change as much life as possible. As it relates to the launch, Lady V have to run, so she have some things to say. Tell me what you have to say about the launch, Lady V.
Yes, the launch will be held on February 22nd at the 7-Star Lounge, lower level, in Evanston, Illinois. It's gonna be a very exciting evening. If you should decide to come, you will hear about our drive, what keeps us going, and what we're planning to do. We'll have light refreshments, and it's a real meet and greet time for people to kind of get to know each other and to see who wants to come into the fold and help us with what we're doing. We'll definitely be soliciting donations because that's what we are for. We're gonna have to get donations in order to buy all the supplies that we need to take to Jamaica. So that's just briefly saying what it's about. And it should be a fun evening. We're going to try to make it interesting. It's from 6 to 9 at the 7-Star Lounge on February 22nd in Evanston, Illinois.
So is it this launch is are you inviting the general public to be a part of it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll put out Dennis has a save the date flyer, and we also have a Eventbrite, so people can respond, so we can have an idea of how many people are going to be coming. So that will be out soon, and please respond if you intend to come. And if you're not even coming, we're gonna have a flyer following that there'll be a QR code, so you can make donations even if you're not present.
Okay, great. All right, so I think you're gonna take off now because you have other obligations.
Yes, I'll say 2 more.
Well, speed keep dropping off. I don't know what's going on with him. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. One of the members, and a very important, play a very vital role in executing last year's mission behind the scenes that was, and decide to show our face this year and this initiative. I think it is indeed a great initiative. I remember, and I have to talk about the history of it. I was always participating in giving back, but I remember you and I spoke about it. But when I reached out to Owen Speed and said, Owen, I was trying to get about 30 or 60 backpack to give to school, and because of the hurricane, I think we're going to step it up, and I'm probably going to do about 100. And say, "You're mad, man. We want to do 1,000." I said, "What? This brother, this brother mad." He said, "This brother mad." And so I took his advice, and of course, I shared it with you, and I had shared it with Miss Renee as well. And you all jump on board and ensure. Of course, I must mention this guy, Winston Bolt. Winston Bolt was very much in the background. Paul Miles, who had been a great contributor to the program as well. I must remember also. Mr. Burchell, Robert Burchell, who had made some great contribution to last year backpack drive, and he was one of our biggest donors, and he didn't even select a school. He said, "Just go ahead and do what you have to do." I want to mention also a very, very, very good friend of mine over there in New York, Norbert Aston, who would give some big contribution to make this thing happen. Donald Blackwood was one of the first person. Dr. Monique Ramsey. I want to remember even Kingston Krill, who would have given us his place last year to execute the backpack drive on Clear's Corner. Those are some of the people that was involved last year. And that's just naming a few. I just want to thank you guys for what you have done. last year, but I'm asking you to jump on board with us this year and make the backpack bigger and greater than it has been last year. Owen Speed is here with us. Mr. Owen Speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to say good night. Thanks
Hi, Valerie.
for having me
All
on.
right.
You're
Yeah.
running.
Yeah, man. Take care.
All right, Valerie. Take it easy.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Stay safe.
Okay.
Stay warm.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes. Bye bye. Owen Speed. How you so ambitious last year? I come to you, I said to you, boy, this is what I'm planning for doing. I think I was talking about 100 backpack, raising it from about the 30 that I intend to do. And I said, Owen Speed, we're going to 100. And you come up with this 1,000. Where'd that come from?
The needs. As a school principal, and I was a classroom teacher in Jamaica as well for about 18 years. So I was close to the action and close to the people on the ground, the parents on the ground. I have seen where many times teachers have to help out these kids to purchase books for them, to purchase even uniform for some of them. I spent 10 of my 18 years in Rockfort, teaching at Windward Road Primary. It was all age at that time. And you could feel the stress. It bounced from the kids and bounced onto you sometimes as a teacher, because kids are coming there, they hardly have a book, they hardly have something to take the books into, and that's why I say backpack. This backpack thing is very, very important, because kids want to feel like they're on even keel with their peers. And if they are carrying their books to school in their hands while their peers are carrying it in a knapsack, they are going to feel a little bit inferior in that regard. Just that feeling alone could breed a kind of negative spirit and breed hopelessness in our young kids, because remember, they are not adults, and even adults looking around them, even at a workplace, adults looking around them and realizing they can't afford certain things that their colleagues can afford to do, and wear to school and that kind of thing. It has a psychological effect on them too, and they are adults. So just imagine those kids who have to come to school. Some days they have to miss school, because they just don't have the resources to get there. I know of families that, and even currently people are saying these things, that, families are there that with 2 or 3 kids, and they have to be sending them on a rotational basis to school, because as we know now, some of them, and not just now, some of them take 2 buses to school.
Right.
And bus fare is up there. Lunch money, you can't get a lunch now for less than $600 maybe. If the school has a canteen, the lunch is all the way up maybe $300 or $400. Just imagine you with 2 kids going to school, and every day some parent not working, and every day you have to find $600 or $700 or $800, for lunch for one kid. Just think about that, And that's the reality that we face on the ground out there in many instances. Poor communities. So I had first-hand view. I used to coach cricket. I coached cricket at Charlie Smith Comprehensive. That's the first school I coached cricket. And sometimes in the evenings, I coached at Mona High too. Sometimes in the evenings, and these boys will remind me about it, that sometimes in the evenings, I had to take some of my little thing that I have from my own pocket and bring for them, so that they can have something in their stomach. And sometimes they come to me even with that to say, sir, I had my bus fare now, but I spent it. I don't know, they could depend on me so much and have that confidence that when they spend their bus fare, that Mr. Speed would give them bus fare to get home. Right? Sometimes, because I used to drive, so I used to drop them halfway. So I have direct experience with with the struggles that some of these kids went through and are still going through, because times are getting harder by the day in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And that is why I said to you, let's try for 1,000 backpacks. I know it wouldn't be easy, because to just make that one jump from what you initially said, yes, 100, and to just make that one big jump from 100 to 1,000 would not be easy. But I think we need to dream big.
Limited time too. We had limited time when we started. Remember?
Right, because that was about maybe April.
Yeah, it was after the hurricane.
Yeah. So I was saying, boy, let's try for 1,000. But deep down, I knew it would be difficult to reach 1,000. But this year we're starting out a little earlier. Now it's January. We still do have a lot of time. So I want to encourage. I want to join you, Dennis, and to join JYAP, the Jamaica Youth Assistance Program, because this is now an established organization of highly qualified, reputable people out there who have concern about the welfare of the kids, and they see the need for this program to be continued. And you can name the people as you go along, but I respect these people who are on board, and they are people who are true to their words. They are people of integrity. No integrity commission can jump on here to fail anybody. And that is one thing I am happy for. And the fact that you went down, Dennis, with a team, and you gathered the people, and you moved around, and you dropped off those bags faithfully last year. With minimum of fuss. It was difficult because we know, and after burial and whatever, or it was before, it was after burial, right? You went down.
No, it was after burial.
Right. So you could have seen even the devastation that took place.
That was heart-wrenching. I can tell you that tears come to my eyes almost every school that I went to. I remember I went to Portland Cottage, the condition of Portland Cottage then. And I haven't heard back from that principal. I must reach out to him. And when I see the condition at the school, the damage, and it just breaks your heart. When I went to Milk River Primary, and that's where some of the kids came out, and and with the parents, and you listen to the parents cry, you listen to the teachers, and showing their concerns. It was just, it is difficult. And while you were talking about a lunch for $600, I can tell you, for the kids that I sent to school in Jamaica right now, there's $5,000 a week that I am giving.
Exactly.
And when you look $5,000 a week, and that's still maybe not enough, because you're talking about two transportation one way.
Yes.
Two transportation one way.
So it's 4 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's for transportation plus lunch. And you're talking about what is the minimum wage in Jamaica now?
Let's not even go there. It's what, 13,000?
No. If a parent that have 3 kids that has to go to school, how they manage? That more I know. How
Dennis, it's important to put perspective on all of what you are saying here too, because I want to tell you this, that there are people who are dressing up every day, going to work, and they look. When I tell you, they are immaculately dressed, People have on their jackets and their ties and their heels, the ladies with their heels, and they look good going to work. But I am telling you this, there are many people in Jamaica who are dressed up like that each day. They might have 1 child, and they are dressed up going work every day. Maybe they go home with $80,000. 40,000 out of that is rent, water bill. Then you talk about water, you talk about light. And you talk about, but they look good. And because they are in certain professions, like even teachers, then they dress up good. They might be kept. And when I say going home with 80,000, I don't want anybody to misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm saying that what they take home sometimes is like about an 80,000 because they have mortgage and they have mortgages paid. They have things like furniture bill and those things that come directly from the salary. So what is left, and they might have a loan somewhere when they were studying, they took a loan, so they are paying back the loan, that kind of thing. So they only go home with like 80,000. They look good. They are teachers. They are professionals in other fields. They are coming home with 80. They have one child. Sometimes it's only one child. And I am telling you, by the time they pay the water, the electricity, the internet bill, because they have to have internet to survive in these times, because they have to do certain things on the internet and produce that to go to school, to get it to print, that kind of thing. Many of them are living below the poverty line, even though they are earning like 130,000, 140,000. But the bottom line is that they are below the poverty line, because 40,000 out of 80 for rent, maybe 10,000 for light, then water, then internet. And you don't talk about people who might live in Portmore, for instance, and have to pay the toll, $350 for the toll one way. So that's whatever it is, 340, 350, 360. I can't remember the exact figure. But you're looking at nearly $700 for toll only. You don't start putting any gas in your car yet for the month. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. And that is why we were saying to the people, the powers that be, try to give these people a livable wage, because it is tough out there on them. But everybody ignored that. And some people were like, I don't know if they were paid to curse out the people who were trying to negotiate for a little higher wage. I don't know if they were paid, but some of them, like, they had an agenda. I am just saying these things to say that even people who earn much more than minimum wage, they are having a difficult time. And those who are unemployed, think about that. Many of these rural areas don't have any place, any workplace, any business place to employ many of these people. And that's why I'm happy that you chose Dennis. Not just you alone unilaterally, but we have also come on board and we have decided that, yes, it's better to choose some places in the rural parts, because in many of these instances, they can't go out and hustle a bag juice, some bag juice, and sell some bag juice. They don't have anybody to sell it to in their little rural district, right? It's not like the people who live in the inner city and might be able to hustle a little thing here and there. Those people in the deep rural areas, small schools in particular, they cannot go out and hustle to bring back in some money, because there's nowhere to go. And then after burial, many of their crops that they plant in those villages are wiped out. I was saying to somebody that even yam was affected, and the person was saying, then yam beer underground, how that affect yam? And I pointed out to the person, and quite rightly somebody has jumped on and said, listen, if the yam leaves are not healthy, it cannot produce any yam underneath the ground. Right. So even things like those were affected. And that is why this year, even more than last year, I think we want to up it way up some more, so that we can maybe distribute to the entire island, as that is the plan for that JYAP is embarking on at this time, to see if we can. And so I'm going to be calling on some of my good friends to support this initiative. I'm going to be calling on some of my good friends, whatever small amount that you have. And right now I'm seeing, Dennis, that you are running the contact information across the screen.
Yes.
Which is very, very important. So people, if you can, who are listening, if you can screenshot that thing there and get it where I'm going to share it on my page when we are finished with this. But if you can screenshot the information, there's cell information running across the screen. Right there it is. And a telephone number, so if anybody needs any clarification. But all of the people who say that Owen Speed was a good servant of theirs, and all of the people who are teachers and are have migrated to the US and they are earning the US dollars. I am coming to ask you, I'm not pushing you, but I'm coming to ask for your support for this program. And I will reach out to many of them directly because I have contact information for some of them. But I am reaching out, and anybody who feels they can just simply get onto my page. Owen Speed is the name, and just find me on Facebook, find me on Messenger, send me a little thing, and let us start from there and see how best we can. I'm happy that you put that up as well, Dennis. Jamaica Youth Assistance Program official launch event. You can talk more about that Saturday, February 22. But at this time we are at January 15. Actually, January is the best month of the year, but we are at January 15, and we want to break our ducks. We break the ducks already. We collect something already.
We collect something. I think it was last month. Somebody had contribute something to it, and we started to use it, put it aside for deal with this backpack drive. It is a very, very, very important initiative. It's about time in where I'm viewing things. We know we have, in the government system, we are everybody minding their own business. Basically, people are pointing fingers at politicians and all of that, for what they're not doing. Though some of it may be true, or it may be true. We can't sit and look at them. The needs are great. And because the needs are great, we need to just get on board and do what we can do. If you cannot do it on your own and you can't deal with the hassle of, shipping and all of that, just send it to us. Send it to us. Send what you can. We accept money. We accept backpacks. We accept school supplies. The numbers are running across the screen. Just reach out to us, and we'll take whatever donation that you have, and we will put it together, ship it to Jamaica, and distribute it. We are doing all parishes. You also have an opportunity at this stage to, with a great contribution. You could choose a school. You could also choose a school. We have not worked up the number yet, but with a good amount of contribution, you have the opportunity to choose your own school that you would want us to give to. I want you all to remember also that we are just doing a primary and basic school. Those are the schools we're sticking in rural areas.
Right. We call it infant and primary. In Jamaica, we call it infant and primary. So it's infant and primary school, and basic school would come under that banner as well. But generally speaking, because it's more the public schools, we say infant and primary school.
Okay, so we are doing infant and primary schools. The needs are great. When you think about the economic crisis that that we're facing in the island, I mean, think of the minimum wage. A parent with 2 and 3 kids, it is difficult. When it come on to back to school around September, with all the challenges that they're facing, preparation for school is very, very, very difficult. And that's how we want to come in and assist with all the school supplies and the backpack. If we even get enough money, I don't want to jump the gun here, but if we get to a place where probably we can even provide, eventually we probably can assist with uniform. We're not there yet, but it depends on you, the donors, if we can get to that point, because the need is great. And we know, there's no doubt about it, the way to success is education. And, you have to start educate the youth them at a very, early stage. The absence of education, you know the result of that. So we want to assist in ensuring that no child left behind. We are able to assist. We want to be able to assist with the back to school September. We want it to be an annual event, something that we do every year. We intend to gather all these supplies, ship it to Jamaica, have a distribution facility warehouse. I think one of that was offered to us already, where we can split the thing up and split our team up and go right across the island the same week and get it to the school that have the great needs in the rural areas. But we cannot do it without you. So we are asking you to just jump on board, send your donation, call us, for clarification. The number is running on the screen. We have we put our Facebook page out there, so we will be very transparent. You could also subscribe to Sutherland TV. The barcode is at the upper upper right hand corner.
Top right hand corner.
Yeah, upper right hand corner. You could scan it and subscribe to the channel, so that you could see what we are doing, because we're not gonna do nothing without displaying to you. Be transparent actually with what we are doing. So this is officially an organization that is dedicated to change lives in Jamaica, and I'm asking you guys to come on board and make it happen. It will not be possible without your participation. So one and all, I'm asking you to come and be a part of greatness. That's how it is. I want to also mention some of the members that are on board with us, so that we have people of real substance, across the United States and Jamaica. I think one of the members also from Puerto Rico as well, and I think Feroz is from India, somewhere in that area. So let me just name a few of all the members that is here. We have Royal White, we have Winston Poole, we have Renee Stone, Dr. Lataya Reeves, we have Rika J, we have myself, Owen Speed, and Valerie Richards. I think that's all the members, but these are people that have been involved in giving back. These are people that have the country's interest at heart, want to build a better Jamaica. And so, when I myself was just looking for people of like mind to who can share the passion, and get involved. And I can tell you, we in pursuit of that, we really discover some great people that have history of their dedication to give back. So they actually partner with us and form the Jamaica Youth Assistance Program. And there you have it. We're going to be making a difference in people's life. That's where we are. So, do you have anything else you want to share with us?
Just covering everything. You just covered everything basically. What I will do is that I will upload this, share it. Once you could share it with me afterwards, I think. If not, we'll see how we can get it up and put it on my Facebook page so people will know where to find me. I probably will do a TikTok on it as well. And because that reaches a wide audience quickly too. And then we see what goes from there. But we are in the process right now of collecting. People are willing and ready to contribute. And if they want to make it a monthly contribution, it would be good. If they want to just make a one-off contribution, that's fine. That's good. Whatever it is, we are not badgering anybody. We are not compelling anybody. this is a non-profit organization. We don't seek to gain anything from it than the satisfaction of seeing off some kids back at school, in a respectable way. That is our intention, and we want more of our Jamaican kids to have the necessary resources that they need to perform well or at their optimum in school in Jamaica. There's nothing for us to gain, and unless it's just thinking about the satisfaction of seeing some kids benefiting from this initiative. So I am on board, and I am soliciting from now, because we can't wait until June or July to try to get the thing going. We want to start getting in some funds from this month onwards. If anybody wants, the 26th of January is my birthday. You can make a contribution and say that is for your birthday present. Make it to them, to this number, to the Zelle number. It's not my account, it's the account of JYAP. But you can send that, and I would really appreciate that you do a good, even if you are sending that I am not going to benefit from it, and you send that to the account on that day or before or just after, doesn't matter. But I am fully on board with this initiative, and I hope that some of my good friends will support this initiative this year, because it is a wonderful feeling when you get there and you deliver to these kids and you see
God.
It's a wonderful feeling.
I cry tears of joy when I look at the kids and even sit down with some of these parents and hear the needs, and it gives me joy, warm my heart when I realized that I was able, along with you all, was able to contribute towards changing their lives, making something better and easier for them. It was indeed a great feeling, and so we just want to continue on that path. You had mentioned earlier that we could do like a monthly thing. Yes, that is indeed true, because it's an ongoing thing.
Right. And it's very easy, Dennis, to sell money. The people who live in America know that it is very easy. Once you have the number, it's so easy. You just transfer it from your account to the next account, to the Zelle account here, like 1, 2, 3. So people can start contributing, and you can send the slip. We will know who contributed, because the name will come up and that kind of thing. So and even though I know that some people really don't even want us to say or want us to know anything about who is contributing, but I'm just saying that it's easy. It's like 1, 2, 3 to do it, and I think that's one of the things that has held some people back so far. Some people are just reluctant, to just click, and to find anything and send it off. Some people are just reluctant to do that, and they might be thinking that the money that they can send is too small. We will take anything that
we take anything. We take from $1 up. We're taking from $1 up. I think I'm gonna talk to the team too. I think we're gonna be launching I don't know. I think we're gonna be launching a GoFundMe too. I'm not too sure. I thought I'm gonna talk back to the team and see if that's part of what we'll be doing. But if they agree with that, that is also an option in the future that you can give back. So we're gonna have different ways and means of contributing. Zelle is one of the easiest way, but again, I'm gonna have to even put up the address. I want to find like a storefront like we find last year. Claire's Corner had given us her space to say people could ship to that. So I'm gonna check that out to see if that is still available. So if you don't want to actually send your money and you want to buy some school supplies, we take pencils, we take pen, we take erasers, we take sharpener, we take composition books, those hardcover notebooks. We take rulers, you know, we take just about anything that a kid would need to go back to school, and that September morning. So we're gonna be putting, I think, probably by next week, I'm gonna be putting up the address so that you guys could see it. You know, again.
And one good thing about this Dennis, is that it is a non-political organization doing this. So people will get a better understanding, have a better viewpoint on this, because it is non-partisan. We're not doing this to gain any fame. We're not doing it to get any votes or anything. Or we're not doing it to victimize, to use it as a tool to give to some people and leave some people out, that kind of thing. It will be evenly distributed across the island. And so we are here just asking for the support for this particular initiative, because it's non-partisan, it's non-political, and we want to show Jamaica, want to show the politicians that there are other people who can step up to the plate and do something. Every day we blame the politicians for something, and sometimes I need to take some blame, but there comes a time when we as Jamaicans, and in particular those who live in the diaspora, we must show them in Jamaica that we have a heart for the kids in our country. And that is one of the things that we want to put out there, and to ensure that we deliver in a massive way. We want no fewer than 1,400 bags this time. 400 last time. We want 1,400 minimum this time, because we want to stretch that across all parishes.
Yes. And like we said earlier, you know, if you know of a school, whether or not you contribute to it, you know, because immense, like we would want. We were thinking about a person contribute make a great contribution, and then the select schools. I think at this stage we are also collecting information about schools that people are concerned about, schools that have great needs, areas that have great needs, and like we said, it's all over the island. I think we're gonna have to have a system in place to sieve out the more needed school, and whoever don't get it next year and this year will get it next year, because I don't think the schools that we did last year, I don't think they're gonna be on the program for this year. That wouldn't be wise, right, Mr. Speed? We're gonna have to choose some other schools in Clarendon.
That, as I say, I am a team person. That is up to the team when we get there, decide if it's a case where there is an emergency in an area where one of those schools got last year, but there's an emergency situation in there this time, and they probably need we need to do a rerun of that school. Wouldn't have a problem. But as I say, it's a team decision. So whenever we get there, talk about it and we'll see what happens.
So we're saying all of that to say we come into a school near you. We come into a school near you, and you even have the option to send in a school as a suggestion. As long as I keep it at the primary infant level, it is highly possible that we'll be able to give to the school that you select. So we as Jamaica Youth Assistance Program team, we are coming to a school near you to make our contribution. And so I'm gonna ask you at this point to like it, share it, and also subscribe to what we're doing. You can subscribe to Owen Speed Facebook page. You can subscribe to Sutherland TV Facebook page. We also have a JYAP Facebook page that we just put up out there. And for transparency, because all that we're doing will be displayed on all those different pages. Members that are not here with us, but they're a part of the team, they'll be sharing it. And I named them before. They have their Facebook page as well. So if you send them friend requests, you can see it all over. Whatever we're doing, we're gonna be displaying it on social media. Sutherland TV and YouTube is another place that you could go and see all that we're doing. In the upper right hand corner, there's a barcode or a QR code that you can scan for your subscription and be a part of it.
Just want to add that if there are people in the United States here who don't have their Zelle, their online banking set up, they can go to their bank and get that set up. If they still don't have it set up, they can maybe just send it through MoneyGram or Western Union to me. I will send it, and you get your receipt. I don't have a problem doing that.
Most definitely, sir. So we have various options that we can utilize to participate in this great initiative. And so we are going to be ending right about now. I think if Mr. Speed have nothing to say, nothing else to say. You have anything else you want to share with the public, Mr. Speed?
Nothing else but just to say I am asking for the support from all of my good friends. And yes, I don't have sham friends. So all right. So yeah, champagne.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your opportunity to be a part of greatness, contribute to the country, give back, and we will be able to touch a school near you. And like I said, you have the privilege of even making a request for a school near you. We may reach it. It is highly possible that we may reach it if you guys can participate in the program and make it a success. With that being said,
Dennis, I keep saying that I don't have anything more, but when you think about Bangor Ridge in Portland, the school is cut off up there, Claverty Cottage in Portland. They say that school is the smallest school in Jamaica. It has I can't remember the number of students. But
I think we have mostly 3 or 6 students.
Right, but even if it's 3 people, I would be inclined to want to go there to give them some stuff, right? Because you just don't know the situation up there. Why, in fact, they only have that small number, and it could be dire needs up there, even though it's that small. They could have dire needs. And so we have to put some of these things into consideration. Bangor Ridge cut off, Craig Mill cut off, because of the rains and so on, the flooding. We have to look into some of those situations and see how best we can assist some of those schools,
Most definitely. So I'm gonna ask you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and share this Facebook post, and so that people can see what we're up against. So I know it's January. One would say, "Oh, you start early." No, we know how hectic it can get, and because we have such a ambitious goal, the earlier the better. So you will see us as often promoting this initiative, and like I said, I promise you that we will come to a school near you. And for those who in the US, we'll be going to a school in the parish that you are from, and possible to your district. Again, I must say thank you guys for participating. Owen Speed, without you, there will be no me. And I want to say thank you for partnering with us and making this a success. I consider last year giveback program to be a great success, and it's all because of the partnership with you and I and all the other people, Winston Bolt, Renee Stone, Valerie Richards, and we have Paul Miles, and we have Robert Burchell, we have Dr. Monique Ramsey, and I said Dr. Reeves as well was great in play her great part. And we have Donald Blackwood, who was one of the first person to contribute to the program. I know if he sees this, he's gonna make it the first person to contribute to this program as well. So all those guys that had participated last year, I know it's an ongoing thing, And feel free to contribute again. The numbers are rolling at the bottom. You know what to do. And you could call us at the number that is at the bottom there for any clarification that you want to have. Mr. Speed.
Yes. Over.
And
over.
So,
I know.
Yep. Over and out. Take care of yourself and all the best.
Blessings.
Much good to you all. Blessings. One.
Big up Sutherland TV. You see me? You wanna be me? Then log on to Sutherland TV.